This episode is brought to you by OB Golf Co. It's golf outside the stakes. They create apparel and accessories that can be used on and off the course. Make sure to visit their website at www.obgolfco.com and use code SAVEPAR20 to get 20% off your order. Welcome to Save Par Golf Podcast, where two average golfers talk about golf and things. I'm your host, Derek.
I'm your host, Dominic.
In today's episode, we will talk about the U.S. Open and give our predictions on who we think is going to win, a golfer arrested for fighting at a qualifier event, and of course, no pun intended, we'll throw in some random food talk as well. Dom, we are in episode number 7. Lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7
with the U.S. Open coming up this week. A lot of news, obviously, with the Bryson Brooks drama as well. Unfortunately, there was
quote-unquote drama.
Yeah, quote-unquote drama, which I think is good for the game of golf. I think it's pretty cool.
I think it's getting people interested in going, and, they're like, oh, what's going on there?
Yeah.
And whether there's something going on or not, I think it's good for the game in, like, a really weird way.
I don't know how much... with Brooks, I feel like he just doesn't really care for Bryson. And as far as like Bryson,
I thought I heard Bryson saying that he's having fun with it.
Yeah, I think it is. Like I said, I think it's kind of a fun little thing, and it gets some people that aren't really big golf fans to maybe watch it.
Right.
It's a major, so it's going to be all over the, pretty much every major network, be on the major network.
And if it's like the last major where ESPN has it and it's easily accessible,
exactly.
I think with this little quote unquote feud, it might really blow up.
We just need them to both make the cut and hopefully score right around the same.
Oh, what if they're like top 2,
especially on a Sunday?
Yeah,
that would be fantastic.
I want to see. Imagine Brooks throwing his club at Bryson.
Yeah, it'll be something similar to maybe what we're going to talk about later about this fight that breaks up.
It'd be like Happy Gilmore taking his skate off.
Yeah, exactly. He only holds a couple different records. So U.S. Open, obviously, big week, another major in golf. We'll kind of break down the odds. We'll also note on some key pairings that'll kind of unfold starting on Thursday, some early morning tee times and then some afternoon tee times. And then I'll kind of just give you my sleeper pick and my pick to win, along with Dom will do the same as well.
Oh, yeah.
And then, again, we'll kind of talk about this interesting fight that broke out on an apparent qualifier tournament at the Korn Ferry Tour.
Yeah, the more we read about it, the better it gets. Yeah, it's so funny.
We need to get some video footage of this. I doubt there is, being that it's a smaller kind of event. But
on the Korn Ferry, and
it sounds pretty fantastic though from the news, from what the articles that we've read. Do apologize that we have kind of taken a longer break than we initially wanted to. Again, I know we've kind of hinted that we're trying to launch one every week, and that is the plan moving forward, right, Dom?
Yeah.
Mainly on my end. It's not really on Dom's end. It's been kind of a crazy couple weeks.
I mean, I got a promotion, so I've been busy.
Dom.
Thank you. Yep. You've been busy at work. You had your birthday coming up, and then your anniversary.
Yeah. A little bit of everything.
And
it's summer. That's what happens, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Weekends always seem to kind of just get crazy. It's always filled with something. So
gotta love it.
Love it. I love the hot weather. It's been super hot here.
I don't love it. Make it snow again.
No. We don't want that. Not yet, anyway.
Give it a week.
So we will try and, again, put out an episode once a week. We also do have some we're in the talks with, we're going to be doing some, for future podcasts, hopefully having more interviews.
Yeah, some guests.
Some guests on, yeah. Do a nice couple, have a guest on maybe once every other episode, or
maybe every handful.
Yeah.
Switch it up. We've got some fun people that I've been talking to and that you've been talking to who are interested, and I'm like 95% sure I know how to do it.
Yeah, so we're working on that, but so stay tuned. Again, I think that'll be kind of the next step for the Save Par Golf podcast, and for me too. I mean, I listen to a lot of podcasts just in all types of genre.
Yeah.
And I love the interview type of podcast. I mean, I like the rant, like the talk that we do.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
I mean, some of my favorite ones are just like nonsense.
Yeah.
Right. Like I love the one like Trevor Wallace has with Michael Blaustein. It's called Stiff Socks, so it's not for everybody.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that one.
But they just ramble on, and they're both comedians, so it's just hilarious. But you know, it's just two dudes talking.
Yep.
Everyone's wanted to have a guest, but like, what is it? The guy on Instagram, Par something. I never remember the name, but I was like listening to it.
Oh, the Par Train.
Yeah, the Par Train.
He puts out some awesome stuff.
I love his stuff. He's really good.
Very talented. He's always got something up his sleeve. So that's kind of what we're trying to do is, again, we're trying to have fun, but also we want to be educational and
have our own twist.
Yeah, have our own twist to it. So just stay tuned for that. And again, if you have any recommendations or suggestions, you can always DM us, Safe Par Golf Podcast or Safe Par Golf. Either one, we'll both reach.
Might as well plug all three. Throw in the Golfstagram. Why not?
Golfstagram too. Exactly. Just let us know. So back to the U.S. Open. So big week this week. Bryson won it last year. Kind of a weird, obviously, year last year, but he won it last year in September. Do you think he's got the tools to make a back-to-back?
You know, I want to say yes, just to see. You know, go back to back, but I mean, anything can happen in major, right? You know, did anybody really see Phil doing it?
Not really, not according to the odds.
Right. So, I mean, I think Bryson can definitely do it because he's done it before. Obviously, the course have to play out his way because he plays courses his way and not the way that they're designed, which is almost more impressive that he won the major.
I think if he can stay in the fairway, I mean, I don't know if you've seen the rough at Torrey Pines right now. I mean,
it's not looking good.
You can't even find your ball if it goes off.
I feel like that's how it is every year, though. And every year we have the same, like, oh my God, that's rough. And it's like the same thing every year. And we're always so surprised. It's like whenever it snows here, people are like, oh my God, it snows. And you're like, yeah, it's November.
Yep, every year. That's what happens. It's winter. But no, I agree. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I think Bryson won it last year at 3 under, and everyone else was actually a plus something. So I'm pretty sure that Bryson was the only golfer that finished under par for the tournament.
Which is funny because everyone says, you know, everybody clowns Bryson. Oh, his play is like a whatever it is. And, you know, stuff like that. But, you know, it is what it is.
I would like to say that they're going to, like you said, that's kind of what they do is they want to make it harder for the golfers, make it tougher, more interesting for the fans too, which I think that will be the case. I think it'll be another kind of low score that will win. Yeah,
it'll probably be another tough one where you know maybe 2 under wins it or maybe not like to that extent but
rather than like being like 18 under for the tournament, it's definitely going to be probably between your 1 under to like 5-6 under.
I think what's funny is Bryson and Brooks have the same odds.
They do have
at
the same
18
odds.
to 1.
Yeah, they said I would love. I wonder what the ratings would be. I think with this whole buildup, if they were both close to being the same group or, you know, within 1 or 2 strokes.
Or even like 3 or 4, you know, like maybe Bryson's 3, Brooks, you know what I mean? Just like that little.
Within a few.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would love to see what happens. I think that would generate a lot of viewers. So we'll see. Like I said, it's always been a kind of pick a side, but I really like both of them.
Could you imagine the memes?
I know they're already. I mean,
the memes are already great.
Oh, they are. Let me plug us at the 19th Society. I think is that guy is literally. I don't know who it is.
But I try not to repost all of his stuff.
It's just like hard not to.
It's so funny.
Yeah, he's always sending me a message of his videos, and it's like the guy. I don't know what he does, but he's like just so quick. It's impressive. So shout out to him. Continue up to the great meme work and all the videos that you put out. So I'm sure he'll have about 100 of those posted throughout this week.
If I knew how to make those videos, I would, but I just don't want to. So we'll leave it up to the pros.
Yeah, leave it up to the pros, and then we'll just repost it, give you credit. So a lot of that. I just seen one. The other guy, the other Instagram handle is For the Tour. They're really good too. I just saw one that it was with Jenna Sims, Brooks's fiance now. It's from Step Brothers. where he's sitting.
Yeah.
Like Brooks is sitting in the back seat. He's saying something. He's like, "I'll knock him out. He better not look at me." So I love that kind of stuff. I think it's good for the game. It's just all jokes, really, in my opinion. I don't think it's anything too serious.
Or I guess since we're on the topic, the group chat golf memes.
Oh yeah, he's fantastic.
Hilarious.
Yeah, he's really good at what he does. He's grown so much, and he's always putting out fire memes as well. So yeah, I'd imagine there'll be a lot of good content on the meme side of things for the U.S. Open, especially if Bryce and Brooks are somewhat
competitive with each other,
or even if Phil. Obviously, the Phil memes would be.
I love that Phil is driving around with the cup in his golf cart.
Oh, his coffee?
No. His mug? No. I never remember the name of the trophy.
Oh, you're talking about the Wanamaker? Yeah.
I never remember the name of that one, and I always feel really bad. There's a video of him with it like buckled in or like bungee corded to his golf cart.
Really?
Yeah. He's like, I just won this major. Like, whatever.
That's awesome. That's Phil being Phil at his best.
Cavs coffee.
Yeah, exactly. He's fantastic. So hopefully he plays really well. I think his odds. What were his odds?
I
think they're up there. I mean,
thought I saw 50. Yeah, 50 to 1.
50 to 1.
He's up there with Tommy Fleetwood, Cameron Smith, Scotty's 45. He's kind of up in that area. Leishman is 66 to 1.
Well, since we're kind of talking about odds, we'll cover like the first couple of the top odds. So we got John Rahm. We're going to talk about that a little bit with the whole COVID. I know we're a little past his previous tournament where he had to quit. Yeah, but he is the top. He does have the best odds, I should say, to win the U.S. Open for this year. So it is still relevant. So,
right. And then you got DJ at 2 with 16 to 1. I feel like no matter what he shoots in a round or in a tournament, he's always like top 3.
Yeah, I mean, with his distance off, if he can drive the ball like he normally does, you can't really count him out. If his putting's dialed in, and I think for most of these guys that can hit the long ball, if they can keep it in the short grass,
right,
and they're hitting short wedges in or mid irons, you just really got to roll that putter. But main thing is stay in that fairway because that rough is obviously no man's land.
That rough's it's gonna kill you.
Right.
Yeah.
Obviously, like you said, Brooks and Bryson are both 18 to 1.
I think the surprising one for me is Spieth is at 20 to 1. So is Xander, and I know you like Xander
and Rory too.
Yeah, Rory's. I figured Rory was like a given.
Yeah.
Being there. I just didn't think Spieth would be there, even though he has been playing incredible this year.
He's been playing really well, rightfully so. He's got a good chance if he can contend to hit the fairways and putt like he has been. I
don't know what he changed this year versus the last couple of years, but keep doing it.
Yeah, well, I think we might have mentioned it too that he said something about how he did have some
he had a wrist issue, right?
Yeah, and so sounds like healed up, and I think also not even physically, I think mentally too, he's just in a better state.
Oh yeah, I'm sure if you're like physically hurt like that, you kind of get like the mental yips, and it's like baseball players where you forget how to hit or throw or that happens. Speaking
of like interesting one, Justin Thomas is 22 to 1, which I kind of thought he'd be up there a little bit. He'd have a little bit of a better odd.
I mean, that's not bad.
He's always seems to be. Granted, he missed the cut I think the last 2 turns, but he's one of those guys that always just seems to like. He might have a bad first round, but then all of a sudden he'll go out the next day and just make the cut. And then his Saturday moving day, he'll fire like a 7 under.
I feel like he's someone who needs a fire under him, and I feel like that's definitely something where sometimes it works really well, and sometimes you just never come back from that. I've never been a huge JT fan. Just like I've never like gravitated towards him like I have other golfers. Not saying that he's bad because he's very good.
Yeah,
he's young and he's fun to watch, but he's just not one of my favorites. But
he's definitely grown on me a lot. Not that I never really cared for him before, but I really like Justin Thomas. He definitely wouldn't be a bad bet at a 22 to 1 odd. I like that, to be honest.
I mean, Finau was 25 to 1 too.
Yep, Hideki Matsuyama 28 to 1. So there's some decent. I even like the.
Yeah, and there's my dude Bubba.
Yeah, I read in a couple articles that they got him as kind of like a sleeper pick almost.
Did you see the shoes he's been wearing? those Jordan 4s.
Yeah,
those sweet.
I know.
Whew.
The Jordan golf shoes are just.
I don't think he's officially signed to Jordan. I just think he thinks they're cool.
Yeah, no,
which I think is sweet.
Yeah, I don't think he's technically a Jordan
branded athlete.
No.
I don't know if Jordan has golf branded athletes because I know Nike does. I can't name anybody who's on Team Jordan. And normally when you're on Team Jordan, you are the face of it.
I'm trying to think.
That's why like they just signed Dak Prescott, and he's the only quarterback or football. No, I think it might just be quarterback.
Yeah.
Because now my dude Jimmy G's not under contract with Jordan anymore.
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not sure. I feel like I know Tony Finau used to rock a lot, but he's mainly
Nike. Yeah, because he just posted his picture of all of his Nike fits for the weekend.
Pat Perez, obviously a huge Jordan guy, but he's just a big Jordan collector. He's
right.
I
don't think he's on. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if they have like a face of Jordan golf, which if they don't, hey, I'll sign up.
Door. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we can have us.
Send some kicks. We'll take care of that.
Just send us a sticker. I'll be pumped. If we do, we have to have like the big pants like Michael and the big cigars.
Oh gosh, yeah, those pants.
Ooh,
those are just wild.
Did you see him?
Those times are a little different.
Well, did you see the video of him at the race?
No.
He had like normal pants on.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, no more baggy denim, but they weren't like super tight. Like they were like a really good fitting pant, and he had the Miniere 3s or whatever.
Oh yeah. It was a couple days ago or like last week or something like that. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, some of those photos with his old golf attire are hilarious. Those pants are just...
Oh, now it's a sneaker podcast.
Yeah, we've transitioned. Okay, so we kind of got majority of the odds kind of out of the way. I guess there's a few... well, like you said, Bubba Watson, that's 100 to 1. So I guess my pick to win, my favorite to win, so I'm going to go with DJ, Dustin Johnson. I just think that's kind of a logical... bet, especially at his odds. I mean, it's 16 to 1. And then my sleeper would be the gentleman who took second last year, which was Matthew Wolff, and he's at a...
I just saw him.
He's at 150 to 1.
Yeah.
So that would be like my sleeper bet. If I'm going to put like $10 or something like that, I would throw one on Matthew Wolff.
You know, I'm not feeling very rational today. Shocker. Honestly, there's something like interesting about Tommy Fleetwood.
I like Tommy
at 50 to 1. I think he might be my pick to win.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like a sleeper, you'd have to pick someone else. I don't know. Just something about Tommy Fleetwood, the way he's been playing lately, and I know he hasn't won anything lately, but like, I don't know. Tommy Fleetwood, if you don't win, I'll be a little sad.
He's going for Tommy. Who's your dark horse? Or your,
I gotta go Bubba.
Bubba, is it 150 or 100 to 1?
100 to 1. I mean, I feel like
$10, it's $1,000.
Yeah, I just feel like with certain times he's like super competitive, and I feel like he hasn't been competitive in a while. So maybe this is his time.
But he's wearing those Jordans, so maybe,
I mean, he's making TikToks of the Jordans. Like maybe he'll just have fun with it.
Yeah, he can bomb the ball. He can outdrive or keep up with pretty much anyone on tour for driving. So if he just kind of keeps his head in the game and.
Did you see that 10 years ago? It was like the golf boys, golf bros.
Oh yeah, that was with Ricky, Bubba,
and then some
Hunter
other guys.
Mahan and Ben Crane.
That was 10 years ago, and
golf.
I just see them dancing now.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Bubba in the overalls.
They did a golf 2.0 too. I think they did 2 of them. The first one was the best one though. The video. I think Bubba's wearing the overalls, like you said, and then Ricky's wearing some leather. That is disappointing that Ricky is not in the U.S. Open.
So, do you think Ricky cares?
I'm sure he cares. I mean, he's a competitor at the same time.
But he's making more off the course.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess if you're an athlete, golfers are athletes. Yeah. You're not just going. You want to win money. That's
right.
But at the same time, you're a competitor and you want to win. I think I would rather be a champion on a major golf tournament than actually be like the richest golfer of all time.
I just don't feel like I don't want to say he doesn't care, because I'm sure he does care, but it's been a while.
Yeah, he might have a lot of things maybe like off the court. I mean, he's married now. I don't know what there could be things that we don't know that's going on, but I don't think it's his lack of drive, so to speak, because like I said, you see him and you never hear a bad thing about him. I mean,
was that a pun?
That one was a pun. Yeah. But you never really hear anything bad about the guy. I mean, he signs autographs for the kids. He goes to events. So it's like it's not that he doesn't care. Maybe there's just every player I think at some point in their career has to go through something,
a slump.
Yeah, there's always, you're not just always going to go up and up and up, and you're gonna hit snags. You're gonna something's gonna happen. Something's gonna come around where you're like, okay, what the heck is going on? So he's in that bubble right now but he has been actually playing pretty decent golf as of late. Unfortunately, he missed the cut by one stroke. I think they said he fired like a 70 something, and then he ended up missing it by one stroke. He played really well the second round.
I thought he missed the playoff by one.
That's what I think. Yeah, something like that. So I mean, he just hasn't put it all together. I mean, 3 years ago, he was. A lot of people had said he's the best stroke in the game. His putting stroke. I mean, he's lights out with putting. So I think he'll be back. Again,
next year.
He is very wealthy. He makes a lot of money at Puma and Cobra. But, hey, if you're not performing on the course, eventually that stuff is going to fall out too, So I don't think it's the money situation. I think it's because he's got the talent to do it. He just needs to string it together for 4 rounds or 2 rounds just so he can,
Do you think it's like the Andrew Wiggins type thing where it's like Andrew Wiggins has all the talent, but when he was on the Wolves, it was just kind of a lack of effort? Because now that he's with Golden State, it's like a whole different player. Granted, that could be a different...
Yeah, it's kind of a hard comparison because I don't think Ricky's ever been that person where he doesn't look like he wants to play. I mean, I feel like whenever he's in the zone, he looks like he's in the zone.
Ready to go.
Yeah. So I don't really think it's that. I don't know him personally, but from what I have seen... he was one of the major reasons how I got into golf. The fashion, his style... But no, I don't think that's a real fair comparison. And I like Andrew Wiggins obviously too. I think that's a total. But no, I don't know. I'll be interested to see how he does. But hopefully Ricky comes back. I think he's one of the fan favorites. A lot of people love Ricky and want him to come around, and it's kind of it's the hair. It's a bummer, but I think he'll be back ready to rock and roll here soon. And then. I'm trying to think of some other notables. Oh yeah, I was gonna go over some of the pairings. So tee times, we'll go through that real quick. We got at early in the morning tee time. We got Colin Morikawa, JT, and Brooks, all 3. So that's a pretty solid.
That's a good one.
I really like that. And then at 7:51, Schauffele and Phil Mickelson
with his coffee.
He'll be ready to rock and roll. I've just literally said rock and roll 2 times down, 2 different sentences back
rock
to back.
On.
Yeah, what, right? Bryson, Hideki Matsuyama, they'll tee it off at 1:14. Will Zalatoris and Jordan Spieth at 1:25.
That'll be a good one. You got the young kid starting to turn heads, and then you got Spieth who's finally starting to turn more heads back in the right direction.
I really like this one too. 136. We got DJ, Rory, and Justin Rose.
Jeez.
So that's really solid. And then we have John Rahm and Patrick Reed. On 136 as well.
With Leishman.
Is that who he's with?
I think so.
It's a Mark. Yeah.
Mark Leishman. Yeah.
That's right. Because some people I feel bad for Mark Leishman. So yeah, there's definitely some really good tee times that are matched together. I really like the JT, the Brooks, and the Morikawa. That would be a good one.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm a big Colin guy, and we've talked about that. I think anything with him and someone like JT would be good. Even if it's just like a mentoring type thing, but they have a very similar game in a way.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so jumping ship here with this fight. So it sounds like this was a fight between.
We said it was a couple guys on the Korn Ferry, right?
Yeah, it was a qualifier. I believe it was in Kansas here. Let me. I had it pulled up. I'm so sorry. Let me pull that up.
It's probably based on football or basketball. They're probably arguing.
So yeah, it kind of kept on getting more interesting. It was it breaks out at Wichita Open qualifying event at Sand Creek Station in Newton, and this was, I believe, a Korn Ferry Tour tournament. Let's see. So it was first confirmed by the Fire Pit Collective reports that a fight between two players during the middle of a qualifier for the Korn Ferry Tour's Wichita Open. The report said that the fight was over one player not helping the other look for the lost golf ball. And so kind of to sum it up, so it sounds like it says the report says player named Austin Daly hit a wayward shot and couldn't find his ball. And it says another player at the player's father, both in the group. So the other player's father was caddying for him. It says they didn't help him look for the golf ball, and the third player did. So it was three of them. So one guy hit one, shanked it. The one guy helped him, but then the other guy that was
lone wolfed it
with his dad. His dad was caddying for him,
which is funny because like just the other day, this 4 Girls Golf followed us, which, I mean, shout out to them. I think women in golf should be more popular in what it is.
Agreed.
But they were saying, golf etiquette 101, help others find the ball. It tends
or
to
give them a ball and let's go.
Yeah, like just
speed
foot wedge
things
it.
up. Yeah, help us out.
I don't know. I feel like it's really dumb to like if the other dude helped him, just help him.
Yeah,
like there's no like.
And we don't know if there was maybe some built up, momentum or anger beforehand. Yeah, we don't really know the
real life Brooks and Bryson.
Exactly. So this blogger, this is on KWCH12. This is this news station. So I'm just kind of browsing through it, but it basically says that it said the blog reports Daly approached Luke Smith and Smith's father, telling them that helping to look for errant shots might help speed up the group. Then the Smiths allegedly began to yell at Daly about his play, and as Daly walked away, Luke Smith reportedly jumped on Daly and started to punch him. The third golfer in the group attempted to break up the fight. The report says Smith's father used a putter in an attempt to keep the third player from breaking the fight. So his dad basically was like, no, let him fight.
He Happy Gilmore him.
He did. He's like, no, you these two are duking it out. And I think there was another article on Twitter that basically said, like, the guy said, if you would have just helped, it would have sped it up. And the guy's like, well, if you would have hit it straight, we wouldn't have been doing this in the first place.
I feel like those are exact words that you've probably said to me at one point.
Like, yeah.
Tom, just hit it straight.
Hit it straight. We won't have to find it.
It's less fun.
I hope that this, like, there's video again. We kind of mentioned it before, like, before we got on the podcast.
Someone has to have something.
I mean, we're at 2021. Someone's got to have.
Yeah, even if it's like a little Nokia flip phone video, like something.
Because this video or this article just sounds too good to be true.
Well, yeah, right? Is that the one where they said that they had to call him uncle?
Yeah, something about like it was basically like
he held him down until he said uncle.
Yeah. And then they carried on, and basically they arrested him, and the guy that he said, he wants to press charges, so he ended up getting arrested.
I mean, he's kind of, lack of a better word, a bitch for pressing charges. Like
unless he just got pummeled. I mean, maybe I don't know
but that makes it even worse. You got pummeled.
And then he's like, "What? Yeah, I don't know the full story, but I guess we don't know." But
I just want to see somebody chase somebody with a putter, because it's probably one of the big TaylorMade Spider putters.
Yeah,
it's probably just like a hammer.
And his dad is the caddy. Like, no, he's waving it. Like,
I'm picturing like one of those like quote unquote cool dads.
Yeah. So
he's been like sipping out of his flask all around.
He's got like the big cat. He's probably like some big dude too, like with the big calves. And he's a caddy. You don't know. But that's
probably a muscle head.
Yeah, for sure. That's fantastic though. That's a great story. That story might come in fruition on the PGA Tour this week. The headline saying Brooks and Bryson.
Scotties are gonna go flying. I don't know if they use Scotties, but man,
Brooks. No, I don't think. No, they do use Scotties.
Do they both?
No, I think Bryson is using a. He did, but I don't think he is anymore. Brooks, I believe, does use a Scotty. But in any case,
Team Pang. Not that matters.
Yeah, that is fantastic. Now I'm kind of going through here.
It's like real life, like,
Is this
365 more days until hockey season.
I thought this is a different video. Someone had a video of a brawl that broke out, but this was a while back. So
was it in Florida?
I don't know where.
I feel like fights in Florida are just a given.
Yeah, I was trying to find a video while we were scrolling through, but pretty much just articles. So yeah, Yahoo Sports had an article about it. I was trying to find that piece where it said something basically it made him say uncle or something.
Oh, I saw this.
Say Luke Smith was arrested according to ESPN's Mark Schlabach. Smith was charged with 1 count of misdemeanor battery.
I did see, this is totally off topic, but it's kind of funny. I saw this Yahoo article before I headed on over here. Mm-hmm. So Rays pitcher Tyler Glasnow hurt his elbow, so he's having it's a outside tear his UCL, which if you know baseball, it's Tommy John, so he probably needs surgery. And he's blaming MLB because he can no longer cheat when he throws the ball. Was it because of is this the whole issue that they're having right now? Yeah. So because he can no longer mix the rosin with sunscreen, it quote unquote hurt his elbow.
Oh my gosh.
So he's basically confirmed that he cheated, and now that he's like, oh, I can't cheat, I hurt my elbow. And you're just like, God, what a pansy. That's how I feel about pressing charges in a fight that you're in.
Oh jeez, that's crazy.
Unless you got like sucker punched. But that doesn't sound like a sucker punch.
No, well, then again, though, it does say that he's kind of, I thought that one of the articles said that he kind of came out of nowhere and
climb money like a spider monkey.
Yeah, I'm gonna come at you like a.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Oh my God! What is this turned into?
Oh, here we go. Here, this is sports. The altercation eventually died down and the group teed off on number 8, but pro shop officials were called by other groups on the course, showed up, and then walked off with the 2 players, leaving Fribbs to finish his round alone. So the third man, he just finished alone, didn't qualify. And
that one guy just wanted to play golf.
Yeah. It said the player who was punched reportedly said he intended to press charges. Smith held the victim down until he said uncle and then released him. Newton, Kansas police said in a statement via ESPN.
This sounds like 2 brothers just beating up on each other until one said mercy.
Yeah, I mean the names are out there, so I wonder if these guys have Instagrams. I wonder if they actually that'd be funny if they follow us, or if we follow them. I doubt it.
I don't follow them.
Yeah, but we need to look this up.
Well, I mean, I fanboyed about our first pro that followed the podcast page.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
That was pretty cool.
We got a pro following the podcast. Yeah, it's always a good thing.
Shout out Blake Windred.
Heck yeah.
Never heard of you, but now I have.
But we appreciate the follow. So that's gonna be one of the more bizarre stories of. I feel like golf. I mean, if there's so much boxing drama nowadays with all these YouTube, TikTok, and
even today there was that 5-minute stare down with Tyson Fury and DeAndre Wilder.
Oh, really?
They stared,
each other down for
5 minutes. And when one of the ladies was like, hey, please face the camera. And they were just like, nah.
Like, who's going to go first?
Yeah, and the woman finally backed away laughing. And first of all, Tyson Fury, scary man. DeAndre Wilder, scary man.
Both scary guys, yeah. Yeah, that's what this is like. There's so many, I feel like there's so much boxing momentum and build up lately that now it's just coming right to the golf tournament or the golf tour.
Bryson Brooks.
Yeah, Bryson Brooks.
Ooh, got a better one. Phil and Tiger. Tiger's got his crutch. Yeah. Phil's got his coffee.
Speaking of Tiger, did you see they did have was it TW Spot, I think is his Instagram handle, posted a video of him walking without his boot on, but he's still on his one crutch.
Right.
So, I mean, he's got a long ways to go, but that is one positive sign. He doesn't have his walking boot on.
Yeah, so the hard part with ankle injuries and stuff is it's all up to the person's body. Mine's still not healed. Yeah. And it hurts every day, and it's been that way for 10 years.
Just how the body responds.
Yeah.
And you're younger. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't say that too loud.
Yeah, Tiger, obviously. I mean, Tiger's. If there's anyone to have that issue and come back, probably him. But still, he doesn't have his age on his side. So,
I mean, we said that about the Masters. So maybe he'll just get like a robo leg. Although I do know ankle transplants are a thing, or not transplants, replacements. There we go. Yeah, ankle replacements. There's
Tiger 2.0.
There you go. Is he gonna have one red eye like the Terminator?
Yeah, there we go.
But that red eye is a rangefinder built in.
So that's kind of what I had for that. That was quite the story. So if anyone does have any video footage,
please
send it our way. We love to see that. I'm sure as everyone else is kind of now is starting to hear the story, they would also love to see the video. So.
On a brighter note,
surfaces soon.
Yeah, on a brighter note, my big thing was the last couple weeks is I changed my golf grip.
Yeah, he changed his golf grip.
So instead of doing the full on like, hey, give me your bat type grip that I've been doing however many years I've been playing golf, I finally listened to Shane from OB Golf, and I figured he's probably a good one to take pointers from because he doesn't seem like he'd see me wrong. However, I'm not super comfortable with it yet, so I've been overlapping. I don't feel like if I interlock, I feel like I'm straight up going to throw my golf club. I also can't.
See, I thought he did for the longest time. This is how I've always gripped my club. So I didn't even notice.
No, because when I was taking lessons, that's all they showed me was to just grip it like that.
Really?
Yeah. Obviously, there's no video, but like thumb and palm and fingers, or
Yep.
And that's what I was always growing up doing. And I was feeling like, I feel like I grip it too hard, and that might be some issues. And he's like, yeah, overlap. And now that I've been doing it,
it's just a matter of kind of getting used to it.
I make solid contact. Like, the contact sounds good. The ball flight is not good. But it wasn't good before. And I was making bad contact before. So, step in the right direction.
Step in the right direction. That's right. That's golf, though.
I also realized I can't hit my irons like that. But my irons have never been in the issue. Like, even when you and I played, my irons are fairly straight, right? It's just like everything else is like over there, and then sometimes it's over there, and sometimes your bad shots where you go, damn it, Derek, those are like my good shots.
No, I think you're doing great at sitting. I think it's more or less just got to get out there. It's repetition. You got to practice. The lack of play obviously can impact.
Well, and it's hard here because it's like we have 6 months off.
Yep.
And like it's been so hot the last couple weeks where it's been just ungodly.
It's been really warm. Yeah. I've played a little bit. Went out and played a couple par threes, just to kind of try to continue to stay focused on my iron play.
We have a golf. Well, not we. I have a golf trip next week. So I think on the 26th. That doesn't sound right. Sometime in there, we're playing.
Towards the end of the month.
Yeah, we're playing the Wilderness up at Fortune Bay, which is like right down the road from my cabin.
Yeah.
Love the course. It's one of my favorite ones in the state.
I think it's one of the top rated.
One of the top public courses in the state. If you're ever in Minnesota, it's definitely worth the money.
It looks awesome.
So we'll see how many like trees I peg and how many rocks I hit.
Yeah, so if anyone wants to send us some golf balls or send down some golf balls.
Or some tees.
I'm
always needing tees.
Tees are, me too. I always...
Did I tell you I played with a plastic one?
Yeah, you weren't a fan of it.
Hated it.
I know, I think we talked about that. Yeah, for me, I don't mind them. I like the wooden tees on the par threes, but I either way for me, wood or plastic. But I normally use plastic when I'm driving the ball. That's kind of my go-to. I actually have a trip booked out. We're going to Phoenix in the end of August.
Oh.
So I'm pretty pumped about that. My brothers and I were going out there for a few days. So
do you guys want to adopt me so I can go with you? Because this is what, like the second time?
Yeah, this time it'll be we played TPC Scottsdale last year. Just my older brother, but now we got my other brother's coming along too. And then one of my other buddies ended up booking it and got a really good deal. So we're gonna go out there and play. We're not really sure where we're gonna play, but it's gonna be 120 degrees. So most of the courses are pretty cheap as far as rates.
Right.
So, and honestly, the heat doesn't bother me if it's dry heat. It's a different heat.
Right.
So I don't really mind it. So the whole plan is to play 4 or 5 rounds out there. We're staying there for 3 days. So
Yeah.
We'll see. Looking forward to that.
We'll have to plan one.
Yeah, it'll be a blast. If we can gotta get out somewhere warm, maybe in the fall or something like that, that would be awesome. So
yeah.
Do you guys have any suggestions on where we should go? Or
even like early spring.
Yeah.
Like January, February.
Yeah, it would be sweet.
Just because like I have like weddings and stuff. Which is weird that people my age are getting married. Or people I graduate are getting married. I don't like it.
Time flies, man.
Ugh.
And summers, I tell you this, that's the hard thing. Summers, I always kind of get booked up. You know, it's hard to get free time in the summer.
We should go to Vegas.
I love Vegas.
I know you like Vegas and golf in Vegas. And
I haven't been there in a while. But
or Idaho.
Idaho?
I don't know what's in Idaho, but we can go.
There's that one famous course out there, the Big Island course.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't even want to say because I'll butcher it.
We go to Banff next year.
That would be sweet.
That'd be sweet. I saw some guy I follow on Instagram played it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess there's like a big loop of courses in that area in Canada.
That would be fun.
That'd be cool. I mean, I have a passport.
Yeah, me too. We'll go maybe next year. That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
If there's you guys got some like cool golf plans or trips or anything, let us know. We'd love to. That would be a fun thing to do. I'd love to like plan like a week long type of deal.
Where you hit a bunch.
Yeah, that would be a blast. We'll have to try to do that for next year or something.
I'll have to find who was doing it because he listed all the ones and it's like a big. Well, I shouldn't say big.
Was it the New Nine Golf? Was it that guy? Because he's from Canada. Is it New Nine?
I don't think so. I think I took a screenshot of it.
I saw him post a story that he was out in Banff.
This was like an actual post.
Oh, okay.
Like on the feed.
He might have. I don't know.
Oh, no, I lied. It is New Nine. Yeah,
okay. So I saw him post something on the story. It looked really nice.
He said you can play all the mountain courses in the area over a week. Banff Springs, which is like my bucket list. Mm-hmm. Stewart Creek, Silvertip, and I can't pronounce it, so I'm going to butcher this, but here we go. Kananaskis. I feel like that's wrong, so...
Yeah, it sounds kind of wrong, but it might be right.
I don't know. But I've seen pictures of it, and I've heard nothing but good things about it. And I want to go lose all my golf balls in the mountains. Probably get lost in the mountains. That'd be cool. Yeah,
that would be a blast, though. I'd like that. Like I said, try to see how many golf... plan a trip, like a 7-day trip, or like 5-day trip, or you know what I mean? See how many golf courses we can play in a 5-day like stretch.
Do you want to road trip it?
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Well, we're gonna Google it. Banff.
Just
Springs Hotel. Okay, so if we leave here from where we are now in our undisclosed location. It is 20 hours and 24 minutes. It's probably cheaper than an international flight, though.
Quite a haul, yeah.
I don't think I have enough music to last 20 hours.
Oh, I'm sure with both of ours, yeah.
Oh,
easily.
Oh, yeah. We'd get like my like new school stuff and like it'd get like a little older to like the R&B, and then there'd be you with just like the super mellow like stuff I've never heard of. I switch, man. I went to like this punk rock stage recently, like old Blink. Oh,
like Blink 182, like 2000s punk rock. And then I'm a big alternative music guy, but I like hip hop.
Oh, have you listened to the new Polo G?
Listen to a few songs. I'm trying to see which one I just downloaded a couple of them.
I know Migos had one, Polo G had one.
Yeah, the Antisocial with Juice WRLD. Migos, the Culture 3 album, that one was pretty good.
I haven't listened to the Migos one yet, but
I haven't listened to the whole album. I listened to a couple songs.
It's just like,
but I like that very like ocean beach vibe with like some of that EDM, not like hardcore.
I know what
EDM,
you're talking about, like that one with the A$AP Rocky. I can't think of what it's called.
I'm not sure.
Something margaritas.
It could be. I'm not sure, but I like a wide range of variety of music. That is one thing. My wife doesn't really care for my music, but pretty much everyone else I know loves my music taste.
I mean, I don't understand her music, just like in terms of language, but it's a vibe. I mean, I like it. I love
that music too.
Like J Balvin, so good. Bad Bunny, so good.
Yeah, they got
Carol G.
Oh yeah,
I like Carol G.
Becky G too. Oh, Becky G. She speaks. She does both English and Spanish.
I didn't know that.
But yeah. Oh yeah, so I like wide range. So we would definitely have music wouldn't be our issue.
I wouldn't know a single word, but I'd be for it.
That's okay. Me neither. Trying to think of some other Well, we always kind of got to end on our food note, and it's been a while.
Yeah.
So, do you have any recommendations or anything that you've had from the past couple of weeks that you?
The only thing I can think of is Zupa's has this Korean barbecue sandwich right now.
Ooh,
It's actually what I had with my salad tonight, and it's got like some Korean coleslaw, some cucumbers, and then like
Is
Korean.
that on the sandwich or is it on the side?
No, on the sandwich. So that's really good. If you don't, I don't know if Zupa's is like everywhere, but it's like a little like cafe type deal. It's got soup, salad, sandwiches. You do like a pick two, and really good.
We went.
Then I had Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Shocker.
We went to Nolo's Kitchen and Bar.
I was say
yesterday, right off of Washington, and it was really good. The server kind of like lied to us a little bit though about the size of the pizza. So we ordered some dry rub wings because they said the pizza was like this big.
Yeah.
And then it came out and it was like a full pizza for two. But it was really good. It was like
I saw a picture of it.
Yeah.
It looked good.
The pizza was phenomenal. I'd highly suggest it. It looks like they have a pretty wide variety of stuff, like depending on which time of day you go. But we went later in the afternoon, and it's like a wood fired pizza, so it was really good. And then they have the dry rub wings were fantastic. So
did I ever tell you about my pizza Excel sheet?
Yeah, you did.
So like my friend Danielle and I have a full Excel sheet full of pizzas that we want to go try. And it's like full. Like I went to town on this. There's like 25 different places with pizza.
That's right, because I think I mentioned a few, and I think you had a few on the list. Like Joni.
Yeah, and then there's like Black Sheep.
Yeah, that one's fantastic.
I know my favorite pizza.
You should add that one to the list, though. Nolo's Kitchen and Bar.
We can do it after, because I have the Excel sheet.
That pizza's awesome.
I know Danielle's not listening, but like, hey, we got to go get pizza and start it. Yeah. And if you do listen, I didn't mean to call you out. I'm sorry.
She'll appreciate it because we're mentioning pizza places.
Yeah.
And it's good pizza.
Yeah.
So.
I know my favorite pizza ever is Punch Pizza.
I've heard of it. I've never had
There's
it.
one by where I work in Maple Grove, and then there's one around here in our undisclosed location.
Okay.
That I can't think of where it is. But they have it's like the traditional like brass oven.
Yep.
Where it gets like 600 degrees in 60 seconds or something.
Is it like a fast food type of pizza place?
No, you can get a bottle of wine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Punch Pizza?
Punch Pizza.
Okay. That sounds good. Where was it at?
Punch Pizza.
Yeah. No. I said where was it at?
There's one in Maple Grove. There's one on East Hennepin. Oh, there's one right on Washington.
2 miles away.
Yeah.
Punch Pizza.
Oh, there's one that's a half mile away.
Okay, that one's temporarily closed.
Oh, here, this one's just closed. That one was at 11.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's on West Lake Street.
You have to check that out. We also did. We were big coffee snobs, and so we went to a new coffee place called, I believe it's Fragment Coffee, but it's FRGMNT.
Why have I heard of that?
It's a fairly newer coffee place, but it is really cool. The atmosphere is awesome. It's huge, but if you like some like good lattes, their vanilla latte is fantastic.
I'm a mocha guy.
Yeah, I think they have.
I don't know why.
I haven't tried. I just tried their vanilla latte, but it was fantastic. But they had a kind of a wide variety of stuff. So
I actually really like Dunkin's coffee. Yeah,
they have a good coffee. I don't get it very often, but I've had it a few times, and I do enjoy.
There's one by me, and the worst part is it's in a really bad location.
Yeah.
So the drive-through takes like an hour and a half, and you're just like, well, I'm late for work, so I might as well just get it.
Does Dunkin' offer like kind of like what Starbucks? Like what I'll do is you can like pre-order it ahead of time. Do they have an app for that where you can like order it and then just like pick it up?
Yeah. So I always just do the drive-through because I don't want to get out of my car sometimes. Yeah. They used to have curbside, which was nice because it was super quick.
Yep.
They have it so you can go through the drive-through and just say, hey, it's an order for Dominic, and then you pick it up. Or you can like just go in and get it. I've just never gone in and gotten it.
Okay. Yeah, I said I've only had it a handful of times, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and then obviously living here, it's Caribou,
Starbucks. Yeah, Caribou mainly. Yep, Starbucks.
I mean, I don't care about Starbucks.
Yeah, I love Starbucks. I got 2 within like 3 block radius.
Well, there's the 2 within everything here.
That's true. Yeah, I love that though. To be honest, I love Starbucks. That's my stuff.
They have good lemonades.
Yeah, they got some good stuff. I like, and I don't get me wrong, I don't mind Caribou too, but Starbucks is my choice if I'm going to like the, what do you call it, like the main
trendy
chain,
the trendy chains.
Yeah. And we have a Dunn Brothers right here that's in that old school building that's been around for, the building was built in like the 1800s. It's a really cool Dunn Brothers. It's like right across the street.
No.
I run by it all the time, but I've never been in there. Even though
Zoom.
Dunn Brothers is good coffee too. I like Dunn Brothers. So yeah, I definitely enjoy my coffee. Are you more of a cold brew coffee? You like cold coffee, like iced coffee, or do you like hot?
It depends on the time of year. Because like obviously in the winter, I'm not going to get much cold unless it's like a smoothie. Because sometimes I just want a smoothie. But in the summer, I have a hard time drinking like hot coffee. Like it's been like 95 and like 50% humidity the last like month.
I'm one of those weirdos that will get a hot coffee.
No, I know you are.
Although I did have, we did get the iced vanilla latte and it was really good. So I mean, I'm not opposed to iced coffees.
Caribou has like blended ones where it's like a smoothie.
Yeah, and they're actual like smoothies, like fruit smoothies are really good. That is the one thing about Caribou. Starbucks doesn't have smoothies.
They used to, and they used to be super sweet.
Yeah, a lot of sugar.
Yeah.
But I am one of those weirdos that does get a hot coffee. Granted, when I do get it, I'm normally going somewhere cool, like inside.
Right.
But
well, I guess I look at it as if I'm gonna sweat from walking like to my house to my car, it's too hot for hot coffee.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna sweat leaving my car, walking to like my job, it's too hot for hot coffee.
Yeah, gotta get an iced coffee.
Give me a cold one or a blended one or a smoothie, just something.
Yeah, those are kind of the two main places that we've tried that are fairly new, or at least new to us that we tried. But Nolo's Kitchen Bar, if you're in Minneapolis, it's in the North Loop right off of Washington. Really good pizza. They have all sorts of other stuff, but I would highly suggest it. I'm
actually really a Red Bull guy. Like, I don't drink much coffee. I'd rather just have a Red Bull.
I used to drink a lot of Red Bulls.
I have like this little mini fridge that I put all my film in, like for my cameras.
Yeah.
I put my film in the fridge. Quit looking at me like that. And then I got like some like Girl Scout cookies and then like my like shaker bottles. And then it's just like Red Bull.
I used to drink a lot of Red Bull too, but I've seen so much sugars in the regular one, so I always get the sugar free.
Oh no, give me the sugar.
And it just doesn't taste the same.
I like the yellow one. People like laugh at me, but I'm like, dude, the yellow one's good.
Because there's like a yellow, red.
Yeah, they have like a watermelon one this year for the summer.
Yeah, I've only tried like the main regular blue one.
I like the yellow. Yellow one's like that. Like you ever go to like a party and they have like a punch bowl?
Yeah.
That's what it tastes like.
Okay.
But like caffeinated.
Sure. Yeah, no, Red Bull, that literally will give you wings and it'll get you up.
I can't do Monster or anything like that, but like Red Bull, give me a Red Bull.
Yeah, I don't really do energy drinks anymore. I used to drink a lot of energy drinks, and if I'm going to do an energy drink, I'll get a Red Bull.
I don't think they give me energy just with like my ADD, if nobody could tell, because this podcast is all over right now.
We've been bounced around.
I think it's just the fact that I'm doing something that it like keeps me awake.
Yep.
But also like I'm kind of prone to having like really just long days where it's like I've been up since like 7 a.m. and it's almost 9. I'm going to have to edit this thing and then
be up late.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of found like it's like if you get like if you drink them like regularly, then it just kind of feels like it's just like drinking water almost.
Well, I mean, like coffee doesn't do anything for me either.
Yeah.
Like, and I could drink coffee rarely and it would still not do anything just with my ADD and I think it's because I talk a lot.
Maybe. I don't know. But no, I guess it's a good place to end. U.S. Open week.
Bryson
Brooks fighting in the Korn Ferry qualifying tournament. We're back. Lucky episode number 7. We appreciate your patience for sticking around and again for us not being able to put one out last week. So we're going to try to push forward and put an episode out at least once a week. And again, we kind of have some cool things in the future for some interviews and some other things. So
shout out OB Golf Co. We're trying to do something with them. We do have a promo code on their website. It is SavePart20.
I believe it is. Let me just
No,
make sure.
I know it is.
You know it is.
I know what it is. It's SavePart20. You get 20% off your order. I actually just ordered one of their polos and a trucker hat, and hopefully it gets here for my trip so I could like rep them a little bit. But
Heck yeah.
Cool two dudes out of California. I enjoy talking to them on a daily basis, or not daily, but like pretty close to daily is what it feels like.
Yeah, they're legit dudes.
Excited to have them on when we get our schedules worked out. And
yeah, again, stay patient with us, but that's kind of our plan moving forward is we'll have some more interviews and just kind of change things up a little bit. So next week we'll recap on the U.S. Open, and maybe we'll get a video of this fight, so we'll have something else to talk about.
Yeah, maybe
kind of talk more about it.
Maybe Brooks hit Bryson. We don't know.
Yeah, we just don't know. So we'll find out, and then we will report it next week.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks so much for listening, and we'll talk to you next week.